Welcome back. Chart of the day. Maybe it's obvious. AMD. Let's take a look. It's down sharply after earnings. Joe, we mentioned that you still hold it, but NVIDIA's down. A lot of these AI chip names are down. What do you make of this decline of near 10%?
It is a normal reaction to what we heard yesterday. It's a normal reaction to where there was obviously a overbought condition as it related to position and sentiment itself. In terms of what we're doing strategically as it relates to semiconductors, we're taking down exposure. Exposure, based on the rules, has come down from 10% industry holding down to 7.7%. So we're beginning to see the deceleration after multiple quarters of growing the exposure to semiconductors. We still have a very strong representation there, but certainly not as strong as we had in the prior quarter.
Let me ask you this just bluntly.
Yes. I love bluntly.
How in the world do you still hold AMD based on your strategy, given the performance of the stock?
So what happened yesterday in terms
Even before yesterday.
Well, in terms of the earnings for yesterday, I mean, that would be the most obvious decision on it. But AMD, over the long run, has continued to move higher.
Well, the stock's down more than 20% year to date.
It is. But
isn't that a loss of momentum?
If you pull back the lens on that, where is the stock over the last year? Let's take a look at that. The stock over the last year looks pretty good. So we're studying momentum in a variety of different time periods, and 12 months is something of consideration to us. Over the last 12 months, you're talking about a stock that is 60% higher.
What is the most serious question? What's the most important time frame metric you look at to determine whether something's lost its momentum or not?
Great question. And we have an example later in the show of an equity that will help me get to the place in terms of my answer. But I think 12 months is the best representation. But what happens within the 12 months? Do you have significant drawdowns? That's problematic. Do you have a stock? So if I look at AMD right now, AMD is experiencing its first significant drawdown in the last 12 months. There are other stocks. I'll just get to it now. Freeport-McMoRan. Freeport-McMoRan came out of the strategy. It's a material company. Okay. You could look at Freeport-McMoRan, and the stock is near its high, right? It looks really good. Okay, but what happened to Freeport-McMoRan in the fall? It went down 20%. What happened to Freeport-McMoRan in the first quarter? It went down another 12%. So yes, you've reached that level of an all-time high, but there's extreme volatility embedded in that where you've suffered two significant drawdowns, and that matters.
So as a loyal shareholder, can I, Joe T., can I clarify?
Sure.
So basically it's a scoring system. It's not one metric. It's not
it's absolutely a scoring system.
It's not just
without question.
Yes. So it looks at various different metrics, and those come together with different weights, come together to determine what the strategies can do.
I understand it, but on a day and at a time where I think maybe more than any time in the last 12 months, stocks that have gotten an AI halo lift are being scrutinized in a way in which they haven't been to date.
NVIDIA, perfect.
Okay, so before it was like, well, everything goes up. When you say AI 50 times on your call, you go up.
Right.
If you're deemed to be an AI player, you go up. Well, PC market's still squirrely. Gaming is somewhat anemic.
Right.
Data center outside of AI is questionable. Now, I just gave you three parts of AMD's business, arguably more important today than AI, because they're in the nascent stages of creating these chips that are going to be able to compete with NVIDIA.
Very quickly add one thing. I'm sorry, Jenny. One quick thing. Remember something. The rebalance and reconstitution happened at 4 o'clock yesterday. AMD's earnings were after that. So you see 9% lower. We weren't able to aggregate the earnings information into that.
Look, it's just a strategy you do, and you're beholden to the rules and the timing that you have to play by. Just quickly, so you sold Skyworks, you sold Analog Devices, you sold Microchip, onsemi, and Texas Instruments. You bought Qualcomm. So I gave you the ones you sold. I don't need to go through those. But what was it about Qualcomm that you decided to buy it? Because they have earnings after the bell today.
Balance sheet continues to improve, and the momentum score, to Stephen's point, it's a scoring criteria, has flipped to what I call a green light positive.
Okay. We'll see with earnings. I mean, this is one of those instances where you try and get ahead of it, I guess.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay.